I must find the perfect spoon.
Excuse me, I need a spoon.
My spoon is too big.
Spoon with me, dude.
What is going on, Spoon Gang? And welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Logan, joined as always by Sam and Skip, and we are the Little Spoon Snatchers. Thank you for tuning in. We are on Zoomland today, but still busting out that content for you guys, giving you guys a good show. Skip, Sam, how you guys doing?
Dude, I'm living on cloud 9 right now. It has been a wonderful 24 hours for Detroit sports, and I'm so happy about it. I know you guys tuned into Hard Knocks. Have you not?
I didn't. I got it recorded. I'll go watch it tonight.
You are missing out on great content, grade A content. And then the Detroit Tigers fired their general manager. Thank the Lord. We are back, baby. Detroit is back. I'm calling it. Super Bowl champions, World Series next year, all the shebang. Pistons just brought back the teal. Pistons brought back the teal. They're winning the NBA Finals. I mean, like, guys, it's all adding up. It's all adding up.
It makes sense.
Pistons had a good draft too.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched Hard Knocks, but I watched the Colts and the Browns, and it's electric. It's amazing. So I will. Was it the first episode?
Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, like, social media is buzzing about it because it was just grade A content. Like, the one quote, Jamal, I sent it in our group chat. Jamal, he said something about, if you're pissing like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat. Like, what does that even mean? But it fires me up. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what it means, but I'm ready for it. Because I don't want to be a puppy. I want to be a big dog. I think we all want to be big dogs.
I'll stay on the porch.
Okay, you puppy.
Just different mindset.
I'm not a lion. What can I say?
Arrgh.
I
They're
saw
like cats. They're like cats, though. It's kind of a tough quote there, but the message relays.
Yeah, you understood it. Like, you don't know what it means, but like when you hear it, you're like, yeah, you're right.
What?
I want to be a big dog.
What did your coach say?
He said, I don't care if you got one ass cheek and 3 toes. I'm still gonna beat your ass. Literally, like, that was the quote.
Like, what does that mean?
Exactly. You don't know what it means, but you're like, yeah, I agree. Like, I'm with you. Like, I'm there.
That almost sounds like, it's like, if you're disabled, I'll still beat you in a fight. Like, it doesn't add up. Like, it's like, yeah, you probably would beat somebody that has those missing limbs. Like, that's not a flex.
Yeah. You know what it flexes? It flexes our grit.
Grit.
Rawr XD.
Wow.
I gotta watch.
Skip, how's your week? Yeah, I want to watch it now too. It sounds, those one-liners are just what makes it
amazing.
My week's all right. I do gotta give a shout out real quick before we get into, because I know we got a lot going on. So before we get into all that, gotta give a shout out. So I got a new podcast. I'm leaving Little Spoon Snatchers. I'm done here.
It's okay.
I'm on my new podcast now, The Morning Batch, where me and my sister Lily, who has been on the YouTube channel, we just talk about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Pretty wicked, wild stuff over there. Go give it a listen. Go follow us on Twitter. We live tweet during the show. You'd love it.
We'll do. We'll plug.
Yeah, go give it a listen. The Morning Batch. She does all the talking and, like, brings up, like, the actual points, and then I just say,
meatball cool,
Logan cool, this person bad. I'm just there. She carries.
We will promote it until it gets bigger than us, and then we'll stop it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Like I'll promote it and I'll be happy for you until it exceeds this, and then I'm out.
She's kind of rocking on the Twitter. She got like 600 likes on one tweet.
All right. Well, let's just,
cool.
Hey Logan, let's come up with a new segment called Bachelorettes.
But that's what the show's called. There's 2 bachelorettes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good concept.
With a
They
Z.
kind of ruined it.
They really ruined it. Yeah, just go give it a listen. You'd like it. You know what I do want to talk about, though? Logan, I know you were talking about it. I was talking to you about it. Sam, have you watched Claim to Fame?
I just started it. It is so cool.
Best show on TV.
I have to watch the first 4 episodes or first 3 episodes, but I started at 4 and 5 because that's just what suggested me to watch, and I was hooked immediately. I'm so invested in. I want to know who Logan's fam is. I don't know.
I think it's Jason Aldean.
You think it's Jason Aldean? I
Based
think
on
it's Brad.
Who?
Brad Paisley.
Could be. I'm saying Jason Aldean. Based on the clues I've seen, I think it's Jason Aldean.
Dude, that show is awesome. It's fun. Do you guys have any idea about Pepper? Who do you think Pepper is?
No clue.
No clue, right? None. 0.
Luis? No clue.
Yeah, not. Isn't one of them named Lark?
Lark?
Wait, did you say Luis?
Simone Biles' sister?
Yeah, you're stupid.
No clue. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, who's Larks? I have no idea about Lark either.
Listen, we watched it because it was on after The Bachelorette, so we just watched the first episode, and I was gonna make fun of it the whole time, but
it's cool.
Hooked, line, sinker. I'm all in.
Sam, we should make a podcast about that show. Just me and you.
I think so. Yeah,
Wait,
I agree.
I'll be on it.
He'll just start yelling meatball. We don't
No.
need that content on our. We don't need that kind of content on our other podcasts.
Yeah, but meatball's cool.
I couldn't even tell you. Meatball's not cool.
No, it's not.
You don't like meatball?
Meatball's there for the wrong intentions.
He got sent home.
Not after he rigged the rose, and then when he realized that he wasn't going to get picked, he was like, "Oh, actually, I do really like you, and I just want to stay. I'm just kidding. Joke. Stupid meatball."
Hey, don't be mean to meatball. He's my bachelor.
All right, Logan. What about you? How's your week going?
So we're gonna good. Actually, I have something that we kind of touched on a little bit, and Sam, you'll appreciate this. Is baseball. I got baseball news. Okay. So I grew up playing baseball, right? One of my favorite sports. Okay. And then 8th grade, I had a coach that was so awful and was so annoying. So made me kind of hate it. That's why I went to tennis, blah, blah, blah. But so I always then after that, I was like, oh, baseball's boring. Oh, I hate it, whatever. But I watched the College World Series of softball because Texas was playing. And I know it's not the same, obviously, but watching and getting so hype about it, I was like, oh man, it brought me back to this is a special game. This game is fun. And then then I watched the baseball World Series and I was like, baseball is so fun, softball. And so I was like, well, even when I did like it and watch it, I didn't have a team. So I'm on the hunt for my favorite team in the MLB. And I'm doing this in sort of a unique little way. So, well, you're going to be upset in a little bit. So I'm doing it. There's this app that I found. It's called MLB Play. And there's a game you play on it. It's called Beat the Streak. So every day you pick 1 or 2 players that you think are going to get a hit. And if they get a hit, they add 1 to your streak. And if you can accumulate 56 picks, like 56 in a row, you get a 56 streak, then you earn $5.6 million. Super hard, obviously. But I decided, and it's just a way for me to like get back into baseball and like pick somebody and then like kind of like look at the games like and kind of get acclimated and have a little dog in the fight. So what I decided to do was kind of have like a little tournament with it. And at the end, we'll find my favorite team. So each day I've picked a different player from a different team. And if they get a hit, they move on to the next round. And if they don't and they lose my streak, then they're done. And I mean, I'm not even through round one yet. I haven't got all the teams, but so that's where I'm at. I did pick the Tigers, and I have learned that one of the days, and I have learned that the Tigers are the worst hitting team in the MLB. So kind of unfair for them, but they did not get a hit, unfortunately.
They're pretty
but I've been keeping an Excel doc with like updates on who I've picked and the rounds and who's still left. Like today, I picked basically the teams were the Angels and the A's. I picked Shohei Ohtani, and he got a hit. He went 1 for 4. But Elvis Andrus from the A's didn't. So the A's are out, and the Angels move on to the next round. And then once I have all the teams from next round, I just do it again. And eventually there will be one team remaining, and that will be my favorite team. So it's been an exciting few days.
That's fun. I love that. I will suggest though, if you get down to the ringer and it's some poopy team, just bail on the tournament and like the Padres, because the Padres are sweet. They're built to be good for a long time.
Oh, I picked the Padres a few days ago. Oh
no.
And I picked Manny Machado, and he went 0 for 4. But yeah, if that happens, if that does happen, because I was talking to my two friends about it, and they were like, oh dude, like if it's a team that I like, I'll get you a jersey. And they were super hype about it, and they were like, because one day it was the Dodgers and the Astros, and they were like, oh, it's a lose-lose situation, and they both moved forward. But the other day, Brendan Rodgers from the Rockies went a smooth 4 for 4 that day. So I was like, dude, I might just pick the Rockies because that dude wants it. Like, these guys obviously have no idea that I'm doing this, but I like to think he did it for me.
Yeah.
Baseball is fun, man. It is such a cool sport, and like being at the games is so different than like watching it in person. Like it's just a different atmosphere. It really, like, I mean, you played it, so like sitting and watching a game, like each pitch is so meaningful. And like if you like I feel like for the people that don't like baseball that much, don't kind of understand that, and that's like. And that really makes it fun to watch for like someone like me and probably like you. But yeah, I think that's what people neglect about it, is like it is a slower paced game, but each thing does matter.
I didn't realize this until recently, but the same draw that people have for baseball is the same draw people have for soccer. Like, I love soccer, like watching soccer, like most of the games are like 1-0, but like the anticipation, and when you do finally like get a goal, or like they're close to the goal, and like something like it's crazy. And the same thing with baseball. Any hit is like, oh, like it's so cool. And any run, like it, and I didn't really realize that they're basically the same, like in the anticipation wise, because there's not much going on all the time. So when it does happen, it's like a burst of excitement.
Yeah.
Logan, you know what you should do? I like the tournament. Don't get me wrong. And I think you ride with it. But if I was you, I don't know if baseball's ever like, I don't know if they're talking about maybe expanding, growing, but I would just wait for an expansion team to be added if that ever happens.
No, there isn't.
They're not?
They already have 32.
They got 30. They're done at 30?
No, they have 32.
They have 32.
Yeah.
Aren't they thinking about, or wasn't there talks about the Pirates selling them and
I mean,
moving?
they could sell, like, and that could happen. Like, somebody could move.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now, I think a lot of cities are pretty set. Like when the Rams, when the Rams moved from St. Louis to LA, like that was a shocker to me. Just because like I've never seen it, and I always grew up watching baseball and knowing every player and every roster. So like the baseball has been so steady. Like nobody really moves. So like if you get what I'm kind of comparing there.
So when the Rams, okay, because you were talking football, I was
yeah, like when the Rams did that, I was like, whoa, I've never seen that before. I've never I've always been a baseball fan, and a lot of baseball teams are pretty steady. I think the last one to move was Montreal to Washington. I mean, you have teams change their names, like Tampa Bay Devil Rays changed from Tampa Bay to their Tampa Bay Rays, and then like what was the other team? The Miami Marlins. They used to be
Guardians.
The Guardians too. But like they used to be the Florida Marlins, and now they're the Miami Marlins. They didn't like move or anything.
Is it the Marlins that I hear might go to Toronto?
There already is a team in Toronto.
Or not Toronto.
Toronto has a team.
Yeah.
Someone might move. So I think I don't know who it is. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But there was a Florida team that might move to Canada.
I don't see that happening.
I don't know.
Maybe, but no.
Here's my updated list so far. The teams that have made it into the next round are the Blue Jays, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Mets, the Phillies, the Twins, the Guardians, the Astros, the Dodgers, the Diamondbacks, and the Rockies, and now the Angels from today. So the teams that have not or will not are the Yankees, the Cardinals, the Padres, and the A's. Long way to go, but it's been fun. It's keeping me in the loop of baseball.
Two things about that list. The Cardinals is kind of a bummer because the Cardinals going to their stadium is amazing, and they're kind of close. So like that would be fun for you to root for them because they are like relatively local. Obviously you like the Tigers, but you know I don't want that pain and suffering for you. I wish good upon my friends. Who was the other team that you said? Well, it was like one of the first ones that moved on.
First ones that moved on.
The Orioles. They are hot right now with a lot of bums on their team. And they're like not bums, but they're super young. So like if you like them, you're in for a good fortune for the next couple of years, I'll tell you what.
The Phillies, from what I heard, have been killing it.
Yeah, that division's hard though. The Mets are really good. Atlanta's
and the Mets. Yeah. They were like, because every day there's like, they like do percentages of like who's going to get a hit, and like the same Mets guy is there every single day almost anytime he plays. Like he's got like they put him at like a 75% chance.
Yeah,
and a few guys from the Astros and the Twins and whatever. But who's playing that day and who's pitching as well? So
yeah,
it's been fun. It's really cool. You guys should get the app because then like we can see each other, and you know if you get your streak. It's pretty hard though. My streak has never exceeded 4. So pretty tough. But
all right, do you guys want to
enough of that. Let's do it.
We're going cream?
Harvest some crop. The cream of the crop. And let's get ready to harvest.
Look at that mug merch shop coming soon.
Did you just break it?
Nope.
I thought you don't drop anything.
it's still good.
Look at that merch shop, just indestructible cup.
All right, so this cream of the crop is actually something that I really like, and I know Logan really likes, and like maybe Skip really likes, but we're doing Call of Duty Zombie maps. Woot woot. You know, I mean, what's better than, you know, coming home from school or something and just saying, hey, boys, it's time to rally up because we're gonna go kill endless waves of zombies with super cool guns on super cool maps, and we're gonna play until our eyes bleed. Because I know that's what I did every single day after school in high school and junior high. It was amazing. And I mean, Easter egg hunting on these maps, like it was phenomenal. I know you're a big Easter egg hunter there, Logan. How did it make you feel when you completed an Easter egg?
Yeah, they were fun. I mean, there was that phase where we just like we grinded those Call of Duty zombie maps. What is that, Skip?
That's my mic.
Oh. Yeah, man. It's so fun. And like I feel like there's very few that I actually like did, but the fun was like building up to it and then like dying right before and then having to restart. Like it just kept you coming back.
As painful as it sounds, like you're right. Like that was one of the most fun parts about it is like, and you'd get so frustrated, but you're just like, all right, we got to do it again. We're running it back. I remember the first one I ever completed, and I won't say it because it is actually on my list for that reason and other ones. But I still remember the day when we finally got it. I like stood up out of my chair and started screaming and yelling like, let's go, we did it. Like, and then like we had to play the rest of the map. Like it wasn't like the end all be all.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Crazy.
Skip, you were big in the zombies.
See, I got a very bad memory, like, and I think that there's a big chunk of my life that I just forgot about because I was like, someone said like, oh, Sam, you were like, let's do cream of the crop Call of Duty zombie maps. And I was like, I maybe know like 3. And like, it's not like there's going to be much more than 3 that like we can even talk about. And I look them up and I'm like, oh, there's like a lot of them actually. And I'm reading down the list. I'm like, oh, I've played that one. I've played that one. I've played most of them. I think more than half of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say 90% of them I've played. There were only a few that didn't look familiar to me, which is crazy because I didn't even think I played that much zombies.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at it now. I used to be okay. I was never great, but I used to be like good enough to like, I could carry my own, but I play now. I go down at like round 5. It ain't even worth it no more. But since I would say I'm the least invested, I can go first.
Real quick, before we go on, what's part of the not newest zombies? I don't, what are the 2 maps that came out? Do you know how much do you know about the newer zombies, Logan? Not much.
Little to none.
There was like, I think it's on this new Call of Duty, like what's out right now. There's a like really, really fun one, but it's like, it's very hard, but it's really fun. I'll have to think about it and then we'll come up with it. It's not on my list. But.
Didn't like the voice actors retire?
They did.
I saw that on TikTok.
Well, because they're done with that whole storyline.
Yeah, real emotional.
Yeah, the last Call of Duty I played was World War II. And that had some zombies in it, which was fun. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't play much of it.
Yeah.
Hey, this right here, it's the only one I own. Black Ops. For those that can't see.
One of the best.
It is.
It's the only one I own, and every other one I played was on, I think Logan's Xbox was every other one I played. Logan and Kyle, but
I think your brother had like all of them.
Yeah, he did.
So I'll preface, this is like the first list that like I picked based on like how much fun I had with it, more or less than like, because like the board games or any like movies and stuff, like I always felt like I wanted to do like the objective ones, like what objectively were like the best board games or the best movies. But this one, no.
It's all about nostalgia.
I couldn't, like, there's a few of them, but like the top tier list are like the ones that we just played to death and just had the most fun playing.
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, let's dive into your list there, Skip.
I'll run through my 5, and then we're doing least favorite too, or
least favorite.
Okay. I'll run through my 5, and then I won't talk too much about them because I bet you some of these are on your guys' list. And also, I'm gonna butcher some of these names. So.
Are we doing just like a top 5 least favorite or just a few
One least favorite.
Just
Oh, one least favorite that we have. Okay.
Just our top 5 and then our least favorite one that we don't
Got
like.
it. Got it. Got it.
Which that one was easy. Okay. Okay. At number 5, I have Shono Numa.
Mhm. Mhm.
I remember playing that one. That's the one with the Wonder Wafer. Is that what it's called?
Shino Numa. Is that what you mean? Shino Numa?
I wrote show. She no Numa. I see it here now. Yeah. I remember playing that one a lot, but like what game was that even on?
That's the swamp one. That was
Yeah.
World at War.
World at War, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got brought back a lot, but that's a really good one. Like
It was a good one. I
That's
really like that one.
That's the one where you have the 4 different places you can open, and then you open one of the doors and one of the perks randomly drop.
Yep.
In World at War, there wasn't any perks, but
yeah, and like that's also the one with the trap, the flonger, where it was like a big freaking like teeter-totter basically thing that would just destroy zombies. That was a good one. That's a good one.
I just remember, yeah, I had some fun with that one. Number 4, this one, I don't know much about, but I remember playing this one with Logan and just having the time of my life. Buried.
oh God, what a great one.
That's a fun one. I remember the dude that was in jail and like you had to feed him candy.
Leroy.
Yeah, you fed him
Yeah.
candy and then he would like do something for. I don't even remember what he did, but I remember
He would open up things for you. Like,
oh yeah, he
Yeah.
charged at you or something.
He would charge at
Yeah.
some things, or if you gave him candy, he would like fight the zombies for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was like the witch's hut and the maze in the back.
Yep.
There was like the
Oh
big
my gosh.
dude. I remember running. I didn't even realize that was the same map, but I'm glad you brought that up because I remember running through that maze, getting chased by the witch.
Dude, it was freaky.
Mhm.
Terrifying.
Terrifying, yeah.
They had that little like what's it called? Not salon.
Saloon.
Saloon.
I kept thinking salon. Yeah, the little
Dude, what-
saloon. What?
How do you not know? You just said it, but you
Yeah, salon, saloon. It's the same spelling, I guess. All right, number 3. Number 3, I got Mob of the Dead.
Sure.
I remember that for 2 reasons. One, it had a scary pop-up jump scare thing, which was fun when like you looked at the fireworks, it just jump scared you. And 2, you could win this one, right? Well, not win, but like you could build a plane and fly away.
And then you restart at round 1.
You restart, but I counted that as a win, and that's what I hate about zombies is you can't win. And I like a game that you can win, and you could win this one. So, Mob of the Dead. Number 4, I got. 1 second, I got to figure out because I typed number two. I typed it in on notes, and it changed the spelling. So, I'm gonna butcher it anyways. Der Reese.
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yep.
Let's go. Der Reese. I played this one with Gavin all the time. This was like the me and Gavin map over at his house, and we killed it. I mean, we were all over in this one. What was in this one? What was special about this one? Not like there was
the first time you could pack a punch of weapon. That's the first time you could ever upgrade a weapon to like,
I knew it was something about the pack a punch, but I remember, yeah, that one was. I mean this one was awesome. And didn't they bring it back? Kind of like
Yeah, it was
They
called
brought it
Giant.
they brought it back all the time. Like
Did
they
they?
brought it back like 3 or 4 times, I think total. I mean, they changed the name with the giant.
Yes,
the one
that was what I was thinking of. Is the giant?
Me and Kyle played that a lot.
Is that the one where no? That's not the one where the giant robot walks around, right?
No, that's no.
Okay,
No, sir.
but I do remember the giant. I do remember the giant, and yeah, okay. And then number 1, it was my easy number 1 is Kino, Kino Deterrent, whatever. That's just because, like I said, I mean, this is the only one I own,
Illy.
so I played that one.
I will agree. Kino is really fun. The only thing that I dislike about it is that it does feel super small. I mean, at the time when it came out, it was huge because it was like it was the biggest, the best, and like everybody played the crap out of it. But I looking back at it, like with all these other maps that came out, it's just like too tiny for me. And
It does, but to me, like I said, so that's the only one I own. And I mean, there were other ones. I remember I played like I think Ascension's on this one, and there's some other ones that I'll talk about in a minute. But like this game's fun. That Kino, I've probably played more times than I have every other zombies map combined.
Sure.
Because like I would sit and with you guys, with Gavin, with Kyle, with Caden, even now, like I'll sit down and I would play this one for hours at a time. And that's the one that got that's the one that really like got me into zombies. So I played it more than any other one by far. And then my least favorite also off this game is 5. I hate 5.
Wow.
I hate 5.
Wow, really?
It's just not, it's not very fun for me. I mean, mainly because it's so much harder than Kino, and I'm so bad at the game that like as soon as you get downstairs and that guy starts running around and stealing your gun, I'm like, screw this game.
I will say this: it is one of, if not, it is definitely the hardest one to me, at least. Yeah. And like I've never been successful at it. No matter how many times I've played it and tried it, I've always felt like I've underwhelmed. Like I've always gone in like, oh, this map's cool. I'm gonna go to like round 20, 30 plus, whatever, and never happens. It never does.
I'm just too bad at the game to like.
5 is the hardest in my opinion, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, it's my
especially because it's like as small as Kino and everything's so tight.
It almost seems smaller because there's only like, you go down the elevator, then you go into the other elevator, and then there's that one like little back room where you pack a punch, but that's about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you can go in like the downstairs, like the labs and stuff.
Yeah, you go down the elevator into the like secret
the command center, the control room,
into the other elevator, into the labs, and those are the really only 3 like places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems small. It's really hard, and then you get separated too easy. Like another one that I'm not going to bring up. You guys might bring it up. But you get separated too easy, and then I die.
I'll go next.
Sam, you want to go next? That's my list.
Go ahead.
I'll go next. And it kind of is unfortunate that I can't remember those names of the new Call of Duty zombies, because like I do really, really enjoy the newest. Like there was like the first 3 that came out with map packs and everything. What's the most recent Call of Duty? Do you know? I can't even remember it. It's Vanguard. Is it Vanguard? Yeah. They have zombies on there, and like the first 3 are super fun. Like it is really a lot. It like brought you back to the old times. But this list is based on nostalgia to me, really. So I'm gonna go with number 5, and I'm gonna go with Call of the Dead. The snowy map off Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was the second map pack off Black Ops, and it was just so much fun. Like it was another one where I felt like I always Easter egg hunted, and I never actually completed it. Even though I did all the steps, or I was close to doing all the steps, I never really finished it. So I always feel like it's like left over and I want to play again. And it just has a lot of cool features. Like the wonder weapons are really fun. The VR, I think it like turns the zombies into people. And then the scavenger is just like a huge crossbow that's like a sniper. I mean, and how can you not forget about freaking Romero? Like, I mean, him walking around with his light post. No, everything from the cutscene at the beginning to playing the game and like the just the aesthetics of everything. It's really, really cool. And this was like the first time, I think, if I do recall, that we didn't have any of the original 4. Like the original 4 were in the game because they're part of the Easter egg, but they weren't like, you didn't play as them. You played as like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then
Danny Trejo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really just like that map. It was a lot of fun. Good nostalgia. So number 4, I'm gonna go with Shangri-La. This was the first one I ever completed, like Easter egg wise, and like the map is just so beautiful. Like it's like literally a paradise in there. Going around like playing. It's just fun. And there's just a lot of different things that they added, like the fire monster guy. I don't know what he's called, and then the screech dude who runs around and screams at you. I mean, and this might be one of my favorite freaking whatever the power or not ray gun, but like the what's it called?
The Wonder Weapon.
My bad, Wonder Weapon. Yeah, my favorite Wonder Weapon and the Baby Maker, dude. The Baby Maker was awesome. Like I loved that thing. It was super fun. Then the little monkeys running around stealing all your drops. Like it was a good map. That's one of my favorites.
Can I just say, you said Shangri-La, and right when you said it was a paradise, I was like looking it up to see it, and like a picture of the city Shangri-La popped up, and it like looked like a paradise. I was like, that doesn't look like Call of Duty's, but
yeah, no,
yeah,
like yeah,
zombies.
I actually had that revelation a couple days ago or something. There was like somebody brought up Shangri-La, like the city, like you said, and I was like, oh, that's a Call of Duty zombie map. But yeah. So number 3, I actually am making a little bit of a switch right now because yeah, but they're all in the 3. So number 3, I'm gonna go with Ascension. Ascension is really fun, great nostalgia. You got the rocket trying to, send that thing off in the Easter egg. The Gersh device makes its debut, and PhD Flopper. Everybody loves PhD Flopper. Like the jingle for the perk and everything about it. It was an amazing perk. I liked how like before you turn the power on, it was all black and white, and like it was just a different feel. It was like I felt like the first time zombies like really evolved into something that like more than just killing waves of zombies, and it was just a lot of fun, a lot of nostalgia, taking those lifters everywhere. I loved it. Ascension was amazing. Going number 2, and I know it was already mentioned, but Mob of the Dead. I mean, it was one of the best and like one of the most fan favorited maps, and for a right reason, because it was just so much fun. Like you had the wide open ranges to like run around and train and do all that, make it to a high level. But then you had all these close quarters within the jail cells of like, because it took place on Alcatraz. How sweet is that? Like Alcatraz is one of the coolest like, mysteries of, the world really. And like having like a little bit of an insight on that with the zombies, I felt like I was like a historian playing the map. But yeah, from the flight guy flying away and the electrical chair, the warden, like everything about that map was a lot of fun. Feeding the dogs, getting the tomahawk, it was awesome. And then number 1, this was the switch. So I went from Ascension. It was my number 1. I flipped it back to number 3, and I moved number 3 up to 1. And it's because Buried is literally my favorite map of all time. It's just so amazing. Like using Leroy to your benefit, and then sometimes he'd get pissed at you and he'd run you over. The map is so cool. Like you start on this excavator site and it's like digging in a hole, right? Like, and then you fall down that hole, and what do you see? A whole freaking city. And like a big mansion that's the witch's hut where you have to pack a punch, and like it had everything you wanted in a zombies map. It had your Easter egg, it had your big guy walking around, it had your dogs around, or whatever you want to call it, like not dogs but like witches or whatever, where you can get perks. And like the chalk where you would like put the chalk up on the wall, that was cool, like strategically placing those. It was one of the best zombies map. It is my favorite zombies map, but like looking all around, like it is one of the most amazing, thought out, strategic, everything you want to say about a zombies map, you get that with Buried. And I know you were making that face, Logan, because you're surprised one of them didn't make my list, and I know. It is a good map too. And
that was a curveball. That was a curveball and a half.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my list. And my least favorite map, I don't know if it really counts, but I'm gonna throw it in there, and I'm gonna say Farm from the train. Farm was terrible, dude. It was literally the worst.
What?
It was the worst.
Okay, we'll dive into that. Okay, no, the only reason I'm making this face is I'm gonna preface this. Is Buried is my 100% my favorite map, and it is the one that I played the most and love because they had the banking system too. So like I would just farm by myself, put all of my money in the bank and then keep doing that. So then when I started a new game, I would just go to the bank, deposit like $200,000 and then just like do everything and then like make profit off of it. And the only reason it didn't make my list is because we didn't play it together. I didn't think like, and so that's why when it was on both of your lists, it blew me away. Like I wasn't out of shocked that it was on your, or that it was on a top 5 list, that it was on your top 5 list. Cause I just didn't think anybody played that but me.
Well,
like
it's his number 1.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like that was like, cause I remember playing that solo all the time.
Dude,
like probably other than one of, maybe 2 of them are like the one I played the most, and it was mostly solo, but it didn't make my list for that reason only, is because we didn't really play it much together. And like
Logan, I think I played that one with you so much.
I love Buried so much, and now I'm so mad that it's my number 1 honorable mention, because like I never just thought we ever played it together. Maybe we did.
I definitely played it with you. We've
probably played every map together, but just like the sole amount of times that I've played that game solo, or that map solo, versus like with people, it far outweighs any other map. So that's just why I'm like, I did not think that was going to be on any one of your guys' lists. My list is going to be crazy. Crazy. There was, which now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know. Okay. I will switch my 5 and my honorable mention, because my number 5 was like the one that I didn't really play with a lot of people, but I loved a lot. But Buried is my favorite one. So I'm gonna flip, and I'm gonna put Buried at 5. We're just I'm talking about it.
That's
all the same reasons you guys love it.
What was your other 5? What was your other 5?
My other 5 was Shadows of Evil.
I don't even know that one.
That one's fun. I just never got to do that.
Yeah, I played that a lot with your brother Kyle, Skip, and solo. Like there was a lot of Easter egg stuff to do with that, and I mean it went deep. Like it was so cool, so fun. But flip those out. Okay, my number 4. I'm also surprised nobody said this one. I have a few on my list I'm surprised nobody said. This is one of them. That was good old Transit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one of the best. Like there's a lot of problems with the map for sure. Like a lot of people dog on it, but like the idea of like the bus and leaving your friends and having to walk through the fog and getting lost, like, and just the different locations, but all still being like, it's so fun. Like we played that one to death. Like missing the bus, like making sure people didn't get off the bus. Like that was a good freaking time.
That one almost made my list. That's probably number 6.
I'm surprised nobody put that on their list at all, man. And then it was like a meme, like of how bad it was, but like how bad the map is subjectively, but like how fun it was. And like, let's play Transit.
Yeah, like I would say that's exactly, and like that came out when I was like playing zombies a lot when I was a junior high or like high school, one of the two. And like I hated it because the map sucked. But like that concept of Transit, like looking back, was so above its time, or before its time. Like it should have came out later, and I think it would have been way better. I think they redid it. I'm not sure, but I think they wanted to redo it.
Yeah, and like, well, you have to get out at every stop to like look for the parts for the traps or all the other stuff. Like the Electric Man and me and Skip's brother and another one of our friends, like we tried that Easter egg so much, and we were just sitting there, and like we didn't end up doing it. That one is like stupidly. If anybody has ever completed that, like you're a nerd.
Gold.
Like it is so incredibly hard and stupid, the amount of work, but Transit, like it's so fun. And it was like the best one of the original 3 because it was Transit, Bus Stop, and Farm, which I'm going to say Bus Stop was worse than Farm. Like I played a lot of Farm, and Farm was pretty fun, but there was also Town, I guess, which Town was fun.
Town was fun. I could
okay.
Town.
And that was only because like of how much we played it. Yeah. That was just because of how much we played it. Number 3 is Kino. It's the classic. Like, yeah, it has its flaws, but it was the first one and it's the OG. And I mean, yeah, definitely the one probably put most hours in, to be fair, like just going and running circles on the stage and until you accidentally slip up because you're tired. I mean, it just is like the stepping stone of zombies maps. Like, it was a good starter and it just has to be recognized. And we played it to death. So doing fun challenges and like, it's a good map for 2 people. Like, it's a good size for 2 people. It's fun with 4, but like perfect size for 2, I think, with how small it is. But it's like it's all tight. So, you can turn around any corner and like you're like clenching, like you're freaking out because any corner could get you trapped. So that is fun. Number 2 is only at number 2 because I didn't play it enough for it to be my number 1, but I think it is one of the best maps, and it is Mob of the Dead. We've talked about it. The perks are great. Electric Cherry, so cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful map, and all the stuff you can do, great. Number 1, this is the one I'm surprised that nobody said. I don't know how it wasn't even on anyone's list. It's the game we probably, I don't know, we went too hard, Easter eggs, like everything, and that's Origins. Like, like as soon as we start up a game, I call this staff, and like oh, I wanted that staff. Like, well, like,
that's the one with the giant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you had like the elemental staffs, and you could like go to like the alternate dimension, and there was like the generators that you had to turn on all 6 of them to unlock the perks, and sometimes those guys would come and you'd have to like stop that. Like, it was, I mean, it was so fun. And like, you had to go in the robot to get some of the parts for one of the things. Like, you had to do all this. You had to ride the tank for one of the staffs. Like, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful symphony of a map. I can't believe nobody put it on their list. Like, just for the sheer amount of times we played that map. And like, it was like at the end of like our zombies kind of playing career. So like, that's the one we went too hard at the end, and like, we were good. So
I will agree. It is a great map. Like, it would probably be my 6. Like, that would be my 6.
I'm Googling it, and the one picture that came up said it's the worst map ever. So,
yikes. But yeah, well, I wrote down some honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are then Shadows of Evil 5, and then Shinonuma. And then my least favorite is Noctur Untoten. That's the like original first one. That's like 2 rooms, and no perks.
I can't say it's my least favorite. It's so fun. Like, I mean, it's
not fun.
It is a challenge.
If I were a challenge, I like. That's why I like 5. I like 5 because it is a challenge, and Shadows of Evil is a challenge. It's just, I don't know, more of a complex challenge in a way. But yeah, it's just too simple.
Guys,
it was
a
good
harvest.
Yeah, it was a good blueprint though for the. Okay, I got 2 questions. So, for you Call of Duty Zombies, Logan, you first. Why wasn't the Dead Ops Arcade number 1?
I was almost going to put that as my least, but it is fun, actually.
I thought that was your favorite. I thought you loved that.
That's Gavin's favorite. Gavin still plays that to this day. I go over.
It was probably Gavin. I was
playing
thinking.
it. Yeah, he plays that all the time.
I for some reason I was thinking it was you. I was expecting that to be number 1. 2, what's the one? Maybe I even said it on my list, but there's one where like the streets are on fire.
That's Transit or Town?
No, Town maybe?
Well, Town is in Transit.
No, because it's not Transit. It's like the street, like there's like lava coming out through the ground.
Yeah, that's Transit.
It's not though. There's a different one.
Well,
I know.
Okay, so Town. Well, Town is like it's like the town. Like, one of the stops in Transit is the town, and then you can just the town and the farm and the bus stop, and you can play those maps just by themselves.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what it is. It is Town.
because even like running through train, like that's whole transit's thing is like the lava on the ground,
Mhm.
the whole like even in like the smoke and the stuff.
But you can play it as its own map.
Yeah.
That's where like I would like run, like do trains a lot, and that's where I got some of my highest rounds was on town.
And then banking all your money, and then using it for other maps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two surprises this whole time is that one, you guys like buried so much. I thought I was gonna be like the lone wolf on that one, like, but hey, I mean, good taste, guys, good taste. And then two, I just can't believe nobody put Origins on their list.
Yeah, Origins was fun. I mean, I don't think I would switch it out for anything. Maybe Call of the Dead, but like my top 4 are pretty solid.
That was one thing I was going to mention is that while Call of the Dead, we didn't play it very much. That is the first expansion pack of zombies that I did get. So that does have some place in my heart because that was the first one I played. And I feel like that is also similar. Like I didn't play it with you guys very much, but I did play it by myself a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't make the list, but it does have a special place in my heart. So I appreciate the pick.
Can we play Buried sometime?
Oh, dude, let's run it back right now. Let's end the podcast.
Yeah, podcast over. Let's go play Buried.
Oh my gosh, dude. Just thinking about it when I was like, oh, those, because I knew like every single place that the witches like would come out, so I knew when to stop and shoot. Like, oh, I played that all the time.
It was fun.
And if you had like the wonder weapon, you could just like jump over the entire maze.
Oh yeah, was it at the thunder gun type thing?
Yeah, but it was like, it was something like that. But if you shot at the ground, it like shot you up.
Yeah.
Very, very cool, man. Wow.
Quality harvest.
What a harvest.
Good idea, Sam. This was fun. I just want to play.
Next time, let's do our top 5 perk jingles.
Dude, you can't even do that to me.
I need a little revive.
I remember when we first started playing disc golf, driving out to the course with Logan, and he's just like, dude, listen to this. And he just played perk jingles. Like that's what he'd listen to.
Oh, good.
That's what he'd listen to. That would be like his radio.
Some of them are like bangers. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What do you guys think? Draft time?
Well, I got a draft, right?
Draft time.
Hey, in case you don't know, the NFL season's back. Officially.
Yeah.
It was a game.
Hard Knocks is back.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, speaking of that, I mean, maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but I still got to get punished for losing charcuterie. We haven't done that.
Yeah, you're right. You should not have brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at all, actually.
I actually did recently. Because you had to do the blazing challenge. Is that what we...
I don't know what we agreed on. We'll do the blaze it challenge.
Didn't the fans decide that?
I think they did. I think that was the one that was agreed
Because I
on.
got beat ups the other day, and I was like...
I'll do the blaze it challenge.
Eat these, but really hot.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Let's
All
get
right,
it out
go
of the way.
ahead.
Sometime next week. Oh,
Explain this segment.
Logan, you do it.
So basically this is a segment working title. Don't know what the name of it is yet. But basically we're gonna have a topic. And then like fantasy football type draft, dodgeball, picking teams type draft. We're just gonna pick. Each of us is gonna pick a special or a thing from the category, and then if it's taken, you can't use it again. So if it's colors, I pick the color red, then Sam or Skip cannot pick the color red. So then they have to pick blue, and then blue's off the board, and it just goes like that. And then we're just to see who has the better team. They drafted the better team. So today our topic is worst NFL logos. And
How are we going to decide who picks first?
Fine, I'll pick first. Jeez.
yeah, because I don't even know if like picking first is like better for you because it's like a snake draft. So
yeah,
you want to pick first?
I'll pick third.
Okay. I think my mic got unplugged. I don't know. Okay, we're good. It doesn't matter to me who picks where. Do you guys just want to ask Siri?
Ask
Sure.
Siri.
Okay.
Sure.
Logan, pick a number 1 through 3. 2, Sam. 3. Okay, I'm 1. You're 2. You're 3. Pick a number 1 through 3. Oh, sorry. Pick a number 1 through 3. Oh, you can't hear it, but it's 1. I swear.
Okay. So you pick the order.
Yeah, I'll pick the order. Sure. Let's go me, Logan, Sam.
Okay.
That works. You know, that's what we had. We'll do that. I get first pick.
How'd you guys do with this? Were you nervous, or was it hard? Was it easy?
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Actually, just kidding. It was kind of hard. But we talked about this beforehand, Logan. It's only the like logos that are current. Like it's not alternate logos.
Alternate. Yep.
I think it would have been better doing best, because I think that almost would have been easier now that I'm looking at it. I don't even know like what the worst logo is, but looking at the logos,
okay. I think the NFL is like, there are like 14, like it's pretty split. Like there's like 14 bad logos and there's 14 like good logos, and maybe like 3 or 4 that are like just all right. Like I feel like it was really easy just to look through and be like, of the bunch, these ones are the worst ones and these ones are the best ones. And it just like so happened that I just listed off the 12. That's how I like, because they're either like, I don't know, I'm not going to get into it, but
okay, yeah. I'm almost scared. I almost wish I didn't go first, because man,
you're
like,
dumb.
Yeah, I'm dumb on me, because like I feel like there's like 3 or 4 really bad ones, and then the rest are kind of just like fine.
I agree.
I guess the first one I want to take, there's an obvious worst for me, and it's the New York Jets. I'm going to take Jets 1-1.
Wow.
I hate the Jets.
Bad first.
The Jets, Jets.
It literally is a green egg that says New York Jets, and there's a football in there.
Mm-hmm.
Football.
Yeah. Listen, I agree with you. I agree with you that they're one of the worst, but I don't think that's the clear number 1.
I think there are 2 other ones that I could have taken, but I think that for me is my least favorite. I'm comfortable taking that 1-1-1.
Well, I'm glad that this is. I think the worst 1-1 is by far the Steelers.
You're
gonna get a lot of hate for that.
I know I will, but I think they are the worst logo.
I hate it too.
And I'm not even a big like Steelers hater, like the team hater like you guys are, but their logo is trash. Like when I was thinking worst logos, that's the first one that came to my mind. And I have we'll go over this later, but
they're on my list.
Yeah, but you're writing these down, or you need me to write these down?
I'll write it down.
Guys, you left my 1-1 and 1-2 on the board, and I'm getting both of them. And I'm going with the New York Giants, the NY. Like, dude, there's nothing that says.
That was my next one. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even have like a picture of a giant. Nothing. It just says NY. Like, are you kidding? That's terrible. And then I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders. There's just a W. It's just a W, dude. Like, you came up with this cool name. Switch your logo. Make something cool out of the Commanders. Make us like the name the Commanders. We don't like it because it's just W. Like, they're not even good. They're not even going to eat a W either.
So we're at the point in this where we're kind of realizing that like the 14 or so worst ones are just like letters or names, in my opinion, right? Because the other ones are so obviously like cool compared to that, right? Yeah. This is where I'm going to disagree with you, Sam. I think of all of like the letters, the Commanders are not that bad. It's just a W, right? But it's got something else. And I know people are going to say, oh, the Steelers has something else. Yeah, but it's like, it's kind of like, oh, we just added these diamonds, so we're cute. No, you're still bad. But, you know, I don't agree with that one. I like their W. Their W sits all right with me because it's got something to it.
I think for getting a new team, it's stupid that they could have done more. I would have done more personally.
Well, they would have had to gone through like 2 logo changes in a short amount of time. So it would have been tough. but they did like there was just the yellow W, but like now it's like an outline W, yellow W that's like folded. So I don't hate it. Of like the letters, I think it's one of the best.
Mhm.
But that's low hanging fruit there.
Both on my list.
Okay, yeah, but it was on my list too, way down. I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Terrible. That's a terrible. Like they are bad logo. Like bad logo.
Bad logo.
Like
Okay.
how I mean, you're the Chicago Bears. Like you have a cool name. Like that name is cool.
And that's the thing, like with the Jets and even the Bears, like now the Commanders as well. Like they have such potential to be something so cool, and they just don't. Or the Giants, like their alternate bear logo is so cool.
Yeah, I'm with you. Great pick. Was gonna be one of mine.
I love bears. I do.
Okay, I hate to do it. I'm so scared to make this pick, like because the fact that it's still here. This is one that I was considering 1-1.
Oh wow!
And the fact that it's still here means that I have to take it. But I've been looking at it for so long, trying to think: is this a cool logo or is it stupid? I've been looking at it for so long, trying to think that, and I don't know if maybe this is a black sheep move on my part, but I think it's stupid. I'm taking the Browns. It's a helmet.
Yeah,
and it's not even a brown helmet.
They were bottom for me, but
It's not even a brown helmet.
Like, because I think of a logo and like, you got to put it on the side of your helmet. Could you imagine if they wore a helmet with a helmet on the side of their helmet? It would be sick if they had like constant helmets. Like it was a helmet with a helmet with a helmet with a helmet and it just kept going. That'd be cool. I'd like that. But no, it's just a brown helmet. I guess you know what sport they're playing.
Orange helmet.
Orange helmet. You're right. It's just an orange helmet. If it was a brown helmet, that'd be sick. But no. So I'm taking the Browns. Oh, I get 2. Jeez. All of my easy ones were taken. I guess I'm gonna do it. Okay, I don't. No, I kind of hate the logo. Yeah. Especially considering what it used to be. I think that's one of the main reasons I hate this logo. I'm taking the Rams. I think they used to have such a sick logo with the ram.
Logo is so cool.
I don't like it.
Their one they have now.
The one they have now.
Yeah, the one they have now is terrible. It's literally like the LA Chargers. Like it's like they're robbing the Chargers.
I don't like it, but it's there's a couple on here.
No, that's bad takes, guys. That Ram is sick. I mean, the old Ram is cool, and how they did their old helmets.
Wait, it's not showing up. I hate this green screen. Oh, there it is. That logo?
That's terrible.
They also have a Ram logo.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this logo.
Skip, hold it to your chest, dude.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait. Oh, you can't see it. It's just white.
Like, come closer and then.
Okay, we got it. We'll figure it out.
I guess when I think of the Rams' new logo, I think of like their new it's like a geometric looking Ram. So
that one's even worse though.
Well, okay, yeah, it's worse than the old Ram, but still cool compared to
I think that one's even worse than this one. This logo sucks.
No, wrong.
And
I have to be a man of my word. It's letters, so I hate it.
Yeah, this logo sucks, and it's even worse considering how cool their old logo was. That's what makes it even worse. Logan, you're up.
Okay. My next pick is oh geez. This is tough. This is getting into tough territory. I still have my list, but which ones do I pick of this list?
At this point, I think the rest of them can be argued as like not terrible, so I'm not going to judge you.
No, I think these are still terrible, but it's just which ones do I pick? I'm going to pick the Packers. Wow. If you're just a letter, I'm sorry, you're just not cool compared to the other ones. You are the worst. You are bottom of the barrel, and there's no changing my mind on that. I didn't want to do it because I like the Packers.
I personally like the Packers logo, but
See, here's why I wouldn't pick the Packers logo. It's used in a lot of different like high schools and stuff like that. Like you see that logo a lot.
That's why I hate the Cardinals logo, is because it's just the stock Cardinal, or the Eagles logo. It's just the stock Eagle. It's like, it's obviously cooler than most of the other ones, but it's like, it's stock. Like the Georgia Bulldogs use the Green Bay logo.
Yeah.
It's just a letter. So like I like the Packers, and like, yeah, I like the logo, but objectively compared to like something like the Vikings, it's a bad logo. I mean, what else are you going to do? I don't know, but it's just a letter.
All right. So I get the 2. All right. I get the 2.
These are your last 2, Sam.
I mean, I went down and listed a bunch, and like a lot of them are gone now. So I'm going to go with, I might get some heat for this one. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I just think there's a way better way to replicate Saints other than
that it's actually a hemp plant.
That's what it is.
Yes. So there's a trivia question. It was like, which NFL logo is the only logo that's a plant? And it's the Saints, because it's like a bushel of hemp leaves is like what it actually is.
Yeah, like, well, I get the reference because that's on like the French flag, or not French flag. Yeah. It's on one of like the flags, and it Mardi Gras, or like a lot of things happen down in New Orleans where it's like French related.
I love this pick.
But like, it just doesn't do it for me. That logo is just kind of boring, and they could do a way better depiction of a saint. And then like like the colors they associate with it, like it just doesn't all roll with me. I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, I hate the colors. I was telling my dad, they're the worst colors in the NFL combination. Like, they just don't look good.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the last one, and I'm gonna go with this one because like, how much more boring could you do than freaking a star?
No.
The Dallas Cowboys. That's my last one. Like, they like, really though, like Dallas Cowboys, they didn't make the star look like a sheriff or a cowboy or anything like that. It's literally just like you said, stock base star. Like, star could not scream more generic, and that's why I'm going with Cowboys.
I mean, I can't fault you, but like, it almost like, same with the Packers, almost is like they just seem too iconic to like put on that list.
Why? Because they're America's team.
But like, it's the fact that like, I don't know how to word it. Like, yeah, looking at it, it's not a very good logo. So I guess if that's what we're drafting here, it's a great pick. But to me, like, it's a star, but I can see it, and I'm like, yeah, that's the Cowboys. That it does a good job representing their team. But yeah, I guess you're right. It could be better. Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at my list, and I still have 4 teams that are like just their words. And I just like, wow, like I would say that like the Cowboys and like the Colts are like 2 teams that are like, it's just a star and a horseshoe, but like, so yeah, they're not that great. They're in like that, like 4 to 5, like that are like in the middle, not good, not bad, or not good, but not whatever, you know.
Yeah. Good, not great.
Not good, not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but they're still, oh my gosh. I really hate to do this, but I have to go with, it's toss up. I'm gonna do it. I have to go with 49ers.
How dare you?
Bad. They're bad. It's not good.
Bad.
I like it for the fact that I like it for the fact that it's like a letter, like what you said, but it's different because it's 2 letters. Like, you don't see that.
The Giants are the best logo in the world.
No, but like
and why?
It's like the Packers, but it's like
it says NY.
SF. No. See, but that's another thing, is like they changed it in like what, 2001? And honestly, the logo they changed it to was pretty sick, but like the fans hated it so much just because that is like the 40, like, so they're at a point, and it's the same with the Cowboys. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. It's the same with the Cowboys and the Packers, where like they can't change their logo at this point. So they're kind of just stuck with it.
Yeah, well, they are trash. That's why I don't like the team.
Man, last pick. Not a whole lot left. I got two, and I don't think either of them are terrible, but I think that there's two that really stand out as like could be so much better. And I don't know which one I want to take, because this one, yeah, I'm gonna go with the other one, because this one could be so much better, but it's not bad, so I can't pick it. If we're just looking at the worst logos, I'm gonna go with the Colts. You kind of brought them up as just like a horseshoe.
Oh, really? Because I picked your team. Nice, bro.
No,
Yeah.
like
I even compared it to the Cowboys, and you ragged Sam on it, and then you just go ahead and pick it. So you're a hypocrite, is what you are.
I here's the thing. My only other option was, it was between them and the Seahawks for me, really.
Dude, I have 3 left that you guys didn't pick.
Let me hear them.
I have the Titans.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Titans is sweet.
It's basically a T in a circle, but just on fire.
It's
Not
like a
that.
meteor.
The Chiefs. Again,
I like the Chiefs.
two letters, but the arrowhead is what it was low on the. These 3 were 3 of my lowest of the 12. So like they were best of the batch almost. Yep. And then the Bengals. They're B.
Yeah, that was. They're all on my list. They're all options for me.
All of those are worse than the Colts, and I will argue that till the day I die.
I don't think so.
And you should too, because the Colts are on the same field as the Cowboys. So it's either all of those are better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, all I know is I didn't hear the Lions, and I love you guys for that.
Lions got a pretty sick logo.
Lions
they're on my better half.
Very high on my top.
They're on my better half. No, it's Titans are the same for the Seahawks with me, where I don't think their logo is bad. I just think it can be so much better. Yeah. Like the Seahawks have like that like neon green, and which they use on the eye, but like that neon green and blue mix is pretty sick. Why not put that in your logo somewhere?
Yeah.
I just think the Seahawks logo could be a lot better. I kind of wish I went with them over the Colts, because you're right, the Colts it is a pretty iconic logo, but
I think those are both bad picks, considering, like, I don't know, for me, objectively, like the Seahawks, yeah, like I think the Panthers are probably like one of the, like, their Panther looks really weird to me.
Yes, I don't like their logo.
No, but let's go with the Browns, because they are like the bottom barrel of like not letters or not words, but like an actual thing. They're the worst. Mm-hmm. Still are better than any of the word or letter, because they're at least something like different.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone can ever justify that letters are better than something that's actually like a logo.
Well, that's how it is with the Chiefs. Like, it is the letters. It represents Kansas City, but like it's in the arrowhead. So I think that's pretty sick. I like the arrowhead. And same with the Titans. Like, it's in that shield meteor. If it was
just the arrowhead, that'd be cool.
You think it'd be better without the KC?
Yeah. I like the Baltimore logo, but it has that stupid bee in its head for whatever stupid reason.
What about the Falcons logo? That's just a letter.
That one's cutting it.
The Eagles is just the E.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, it's like the bird looking this way, and its feathers make the E.
Never noticed that.
That's the Eagles is the only logo that looks to the left.
My dad said, he was like, I wish the Eagles were facing the other way. And I was like,
well, they're the only team that looks to the left because their feathers make the E for Eagles.
That's cool.
Which doesn't make sense, because like, it's an eagle. It should make like a P for Philly, but can't do that.
That's cool. What they do and what the Falcons do, they did it creatively. The other ones, not creative. So I hate it. That's why
I won this draft.
Well, let's do this. I'm going to read through the list because I got them written down here. And then everybody at home listening or watching on YouTube, either vote in the comments or we'll put a poll out and you can vote for who won.
Both blocks, because you have Colts and the Cowboys.
My picks are, I got the Jets, the Browns, the Rams, and the Colts. Logan has the Steelers, the Bears, the Packers, and the 49ers. And Sam has the Giants, the Commanders, the Saints, and the Cowboys. There's our list. There's our 4 teams.
You guys decide who's his best.
Yeah, you got worst.
Yeah. Well, best of the worst.
Best of the yeah.
This is why I have such a problem with college football, because 90% of the freaking logos for colleges are just letters, and I hate it.
Yeah, but when they get good, they get good.
Hey.
There's some good college football logos.
Yeah, that's why it's like when it is an actual logo, it's cool. It's so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like
that's why
the Boise State Bronco.
Yeah, or like the Arkansas Razorbacks. I think that logo is so sick just because it's something. It's not just an A.
That old, I can't even find it.
That's touchy because both of your guys are just block letters. But I mean, the Big Ten is like
That's all that is.
chock full of it. And it's like it's so bad. But yeah, that's just I'm sensitive about that. But that's just me. So when I see it in the NFL,
Not a big fan. There's some good college football logos though.
Oh yeah, they can get creative, and they do get creative.
Mm-hmm.
They get something like the Jets, and their logo is an actual jet.
Yeah, why not have an actual jet? Come on.
So cool.
All right, that's our draft.
All right.
I think that's our show too. Oh, song of the week. Oh my gosh, I don't even have a song of the week.
I guess I'll just go first. My first one is the first one of the 3 that I found, and it would just be a shame not to do it. And it's called "Stick Season" by Noah Khan.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Saw it on TikTok, found it on TikTok, and I've had a few of his songs before, so kind of got big on TikTok. Listen to it. Beautiful.
It's a good song.
I'm gonna go to the first song that came to my mind because I actually wasn't prepared for it either. I'm gonna go "Grip" by Bastiel. That song's coming up on my Pandora station, and I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
Okay. That I wanted you to go first because I was gonna make sure that you didn't steal the one I was gonna do. Sam. I have 2 that I want to do, but considering that this is the first show that we've done after Faster Horses, I got to throw it back to Faster, and I'm gonna do "Felt Good on My Lips" by Tim McGraw. It's a great song.
Actually, you know what? I'm changing my song. Actually,
No, you can't do it.
No, I am. I'm not changing it to that. I'm changing it to something I've had on repeat all day. I don't know why I didn't think of it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
"Billie Jean" by Michael Jackson.
Stop. No, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the clip.
"Billie Jean, it's not my love."
Oh,
It's gonna be our song when we win the Super Bowl, guys. I want you to know that.
Aiden Hutchinson sang it on Hard Knocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
MVP. He's gonna win the MVP this year. Defensive first one.
You might.
All right.
Dude, after that clip, go watch that clip, and you just be like, dang.
I saw in the clip, they posted a thing of one of the players took their shirt off and threw it, and another guy just like no look, just said, caught
And then
it.
he started waving it. Dude, you gotta watch it. But at the beginning of that scene, like he starts beatboxing and he's like humming it, and he's like he comes in at the wrong moment. He's like, oh wait, my bad guys, hang on, let me redo it. Everybody starts booing him and stuff. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I'll go watch Hard Knocks right now.
Please do, please.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go watch it too, actually. It's the best hour of Lions football I think I've ever witnessed.
Logan said he'll watch it if you watch Encanto.
Yeah. Actually, somebody from my work brought up Encanto the other day when we were talking about our favorite movies, and they brought it up, and I looked at him. I said, Logan would have loved that. He would have loved that.
Now.
All right.
How do we do this?
I think it's backwards, so I got to high five this way. Logan, you have to high five the other way. I think.
How do I high five this?
My
way?
screen is this way. So
I think it's backwards though when it's like recorded. So it's backwards from my screen. So I got to go this way. Logan, you go that way. Sam, you go up. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I love it. I love the addition of that to make it look real. All right, peace.